Next we do the reserve food material. Reserve food material. What does this mean, reserve food material? Stored food. In animals it is glycogen and fat. In case of the plants it is starch. So in case of these three algae, what is the different types of storage food material? In case of chlorophyce, it is protein and starch stored as pyrenoids. What are pyrenoids? They are present inside chloroplast and they are spherical bodies with protein in the center and starch on the periphery. Periphery means on the sides. Plus oil droplets are also stored in the cytoplasm. Pyrenoids are specifically present in the chloroplast. In Phaeophyce, it is laminarin or mannitol. What is this laminarin and mannitol? Just like starch, different types of polysaccharides are present. Laminarin is one such and mannitol is another one. Mannitol has alcohol groups in it. It's an alcoholic sugar. What is the reserve food material in red algae? There is one called as Floridian starch, a polysaccharide similar to amylopectin and glycogen. Glycogen is a reserve food material in animals. And what is amylopectin? The amylopectin and amylose together form starch, the reserve food material in higher plants. So these are the reserve food materials in these three types of algae. Next we are looking at the different types of shapes of chloroplasts in the three classes. In Phaeophyce they may be discoid. In higher plants they are lens-shaped chloroplasts. Plate-like, reticulate, cup-shaped, spiral, ribbon-shaped. Okay, for example, Spirogyra has a ribbon shape of chloroplasts and there will be presence of these. Tell me, what are these? These are pyrenoids. See, bindia, like green color, dark colored bindia against this light green color chloroplast. That is what is present in Spirogyra. For your homework, please find out the shapes of all these with examples. Let's write down for Phaeophyce as well. Disc shaped or band shaped, and for Rhodophyce we have ribbon like, stellate, plate like. So these are the different shapes of chloroplasts. These are not there in NCERT, only these are there. You may also write down about pyrenoids. Pyrenoids are present in chlorophyce, present in Phaeophyce as well, but absent in Rhodophyce. Next point, motility. Motile forms are present in case of green algae. Motile forms are present in brown algae also. But in red algae, there are no motile forms present. No motile forms. No motile asexual spores, no motile gametes. Next we discuss the cell wall. All three types of algae will have a cellulosic wall since they are plants, isn't it? But the difference between the algal cell wall and the rest of the divisions is that algal cell wall has got an additional layer of jelly-like substance outside their cellulosic cell wall, which you will not find in any other division. Why? Because these are the only plants that are aquatic. Rest others are outside the water. They need extra protection. It will protect them from the rotting effects of water. It will protect them from the mechanical injuries which they may be subjected upon during tides, or if they are near the waves and they will be constantly slapped with tidal waves and all. So that's why they need some additional protection outside their cell wall. These additional protections are provided by jelly-like substances. These jelly-like substances are called as hydrocolloids. Okay, and the three classes have different types of hydrocolloids which are very popular. These hydrocolloids or phycocolloids as they are called are very useful. So they have a cellulose cell wall on the inside and outer will be made up of pectose or pectin on the outside. Okay, wherein the pectose layer will form the hydrocolloid. Hydrocolloid also called as phycocolloid. Protects from rotting effects of water, protects from desiccation. Desiccation means dehydration. If water is low at the low tide, they may be protected because of the phycocolloid, which will continuously provide them with the moisture and water that they need. From mechanical injuries of waves. Next, for Phaeophyce, inner wall is made up of cellulose and outer wall of phycocolloid, specific for brown algae, and that is algin, also called as alginic acid. It has a high water holding capacity. There is no sulfur in this. They are said to be non-sulfated. In case of the red algae, inner there will be cellulose outer one will have this popular phycocolloid called as agar-agar, carrageen. Agar is used for formation of that smooth surface, jelly-like surface on which bacteria and all are cultured in the microbiology labs. So that is agar, and carrageen is another substance that is used in case of jellies. If you take a jelly packet and just read the ingredients, you might actually find carrageen as an ingredient into it. Agar is obtained from Gelidium and Gracilaria, and these are said to be polysulfate esters. Means sulfur is present in them. In these, sulfur is absent. Next is vegetative reproduction, fragmentation, fragmentation, fragmentation. Vegetative reproduction will be by fragmentation in all the three classes of algae. The plant thallus breaks off and every new piece will form a new algae, right? That's fragmentation. Next is asexual reproduction. In chlorophyceae there is zoospores or planospores. We have learned these different types of spores in fungi. Same types of spores are present in algae as well. Zoospores are produced in the zoosporangium or planospores in the sporangia. In case of phaeophyceae it is zoospores again. And in case of red algae it is different types of non-motile spores. Motile forms are absent in red algae. We are looking at the flagella number and position of zoospores and gametes. If flagella are present, they're going to be 2 to 8, they're going to be equal, and they're going to be apical. This is an apical position, this is the lateral position. Okay, in case of the phaeophyceae, the flagellae are going to be always 2. They're going to be unequal flagellae, not equal. As you can see, one is tinsel-like and the other one is smooth. Tinsel-like is long, and they are, what position is this? This is lateral position. Zoospore is said to be pear-shaped, also called as pyriform. And in case of the red algae, as you know, flagellae are absent. Next we look at sexual reproduction. In case of chlorophyceae, isogamy, anisogamy and oogamy, all three forms of reproduction are present. Phaeophyceae, iso, aniso, oo, and in case of rhodophyceae, oo only. Both gametes non-motile. Complex post-fertilization event. Quite complex life cycle. Everything is very complex about red algae. Maybe that's why they could not evolve into higher plants. Who knows? The fertilization takes place in water or oogonium. That was about sexual reproduction. Next we do the examples. Popular examples include Chlamydomonas, Chlorella, Spirogyra, Ulothrix, Cara, Acetabularia. Largest animal cell is ostrich cell. Largest plant cell is Acetabularia. For brown algae there is Ectococcus, Sargassum, Fucus. NCERT has given diagrams of Dictyota, Fucus and Laminaria. Please have a look at them. Diagrams of Volvox and Ulothrix are also present. Please go through them. Red algae there is Gelidium, Gracilaria, Porphyra, Polysyphonia, Batrachospermum, the blue colored red algae. So these were the three different types of algae: green algae, brown algae and red algae, with their different characteristics. And with that we complete the division algae.
महादेव के नाम पे सब्सक्राइब कर दें।